Gemini, welcome to your New Year's energy read. Emphasis on the new. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. So let's go over your board real quick. The overarching theme being the Wheel of Fortune. What change might look like for us in the new year as it concerns our Ace of Swords, our thoughts, our truths, our actions. Ace of Wands, our passion, our lights of path, the things that ignite us. How is that going to look like in the new year? Ace of Pentacles, potentially good investments and or opportunities. Ace of Cups, our particular heart space, our heart waters, and how it flows. And then, of course, you. Just to let you know, the sound is going to sound different. My main microphone went bust. Learned that the hard way. So, we are using the backup mic, which is going to sound a little different. Better audio equipment is coming, I promise. All right. General overview, please, for Gemini. Show me what I need to see, please, for Gemini. Ooh. The Moon, the Chariot. Movement outwards, wanting to get out of the Moon, wanting your emotions to move forward, wanting to feel through love again, wanting to move through love again. We want to come out of the Moon, which is also water, Pisces, and then Chariot, Cancer. You might have those placements in your chart. You could be connecting to one of those signs. Does not have to be. The idea is that the Moon, we put things under the Moon sometimes because we must, but they're not meant to stay there. Your heart space, your best forward vehicle, the Chariot, wants to come out. Your best emotionalities, your swiftest emotions, the strong feelings, but also movement. Chariot, movement. Chariot, movement. Chariot, movement. We want movement. We want to come out of the Moon. We want to see things happen. We want to feel things as they happen. We want to feel more. We want to be part of more. The idea is more feeling, more feeling, more feeling. We want to burst forth from the Moon and just really kind of get out there and experience things and move around, shake things up, feel, feel, feel. We want to get out of this kind of stuck in the rut energy. We're doing the same thing over and over again. I need some excitement. I need some travel. I need to feel, by God. You know, and some of you feel like your strongest feelings, your swiftest feelings, your best vehicle has been tucked away under the Moon for way too long. It's time to drag that bad boy out and go somewhere, feel something, do something, be part of something, right? I don't know what that is to you. It could be that you very much desire to be in love or just feel things. Excuse me. I have to keep this on in case I'm recording and my daughter's school calls, something like that. I need to know. That's why I wear it so much on camera, because I can do these hour after hour and eventually I might get an important call. So anyway, where are we going? Why it's like I need to feel more. I've been kind of tucked away under the Moon for a while. I don't know how long you were there, but your heart wants to burst forth. Okay. Why I was under the Moon to begin with, how long, I could not say. I don't know, but you want to get the hell out of it. Every now and again, we end up going there. We get used to things. We become complacent. Nothing changes. Again, the Chariot is movement. So we make no new changes. We make no new movement. And then we kind of lose our feeling, you know, things become dull. And sometimes all we need is a new adventure. Now, what that adventure looks like for you, I don't know. But let's find out. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Time to take the old Chariot out of the garage and have some adventures, yeah? Show me the Ace of Swords, please. Thoughts, truths, actions for Gemini 2023. Thoughts, truths, actions, Gemini 2023. Thoughts, truths, and actions for Gemini 2023. What's going on, please? Speaking of vehicles, some of you are very proud of your car. Very proud. Like, that's mine. That's mine. That's my shit. That's my Chariot. What is it? I mean, you put in the comments as you see fit, but I'm looking, if I just had that weirdest impression, and it's like, yeah, that's my car. And some of you are very proud of your car. It looks, it's a very nice silver, I believe, sedan type. Very nice. It's got luxuries, something like that. I don't know, some of you are like, that's my car. And I like to drive it. I don't know why. That just hit me a funny way. Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Page of Pentacles. How interesting. That's interesting. That's okay. So I'm looking at a Gemini who I believe, you could be showing commitment to thyself. Don't get me wrong. I've got Hierophant, you know, commitment energy. This is me. This is my belief systems. This is what I sign up to. This is what I adhere to. This is what I believe in. This is what I stand up for, right? Nine of Pentacles, sense of individuation. I am my own person. I'm independent. So those two energies are kind of, Now, it could be that you are showing commitment to thyself and improving thyself and adhering to your own sets of standards, rules, and regulations, and you're doubled down on that. I am who I am. I am who I am. It's kind of like you're telling... I can't tell if you are someone who is just fiercely independent and you're damn proud of it, or you're like... you're very old-fashioned. I don't quite know. You're very old-fashioned. Like, these are my beliefs, and I'm very articulated. I'm very cultivated in those beliefs. Which one are you? I'm committed, but I retain my independence, or I'd like to. Or you are you're in a commitment, but you try to really find your freedom within it. I can't tell. There's a Page of Pentacles. What's going on? It's a truth here. So, and also, P.S. you might have some Taurus in your chart. Could be connecting to one. What is this? I can't tell. You know, I'm fiercely proud and single, Christina, and I'm going to stay that way. That's what I said. I'm committed. Or some of you are like, I'm committed, but I'm also my own person. Any more of this? Or some of you are single now and you're looking to become committed in the future. I don't know. Let's take a... Tell me more. What's going on here? Show me this dynamic, please. What's going on in this dynamic? Some of you have dedicated to find more of yourselves in a commitment. That's for some of you. Absolutely. Like, I'm in a commitment and I'm kind of dedicated to this year to finding more of myself within that commitment. Okay. And I agree. You should always be your own person within a commitment. Your commitment is what it is, but you yourself are still an individual. So it takes two individuals to make a commitment. So if you don't know who you are in one, you're not going to know who the hell you are in another. You understand? So that actually makes perfect sense to me. If you are in a commitment and you kind of want to, like, I need to find more of my sense of self in this. I'm working more on my independence. I'm working on more of myself and taking care of myself and something like that. Tower, fuck off. Ace of Swords, it's the truth though. There is a sort of radical truth here about changing the dynamic of this particular relationship. I don't know who's generating the activity, you or your person. I've got the Ace of Swords though. There's an acknowledged truth here that we want to change the dynamic of the relationship. And it's a truth, and it's somebody's truth. I just don't know if it's yours, theirs, or the both of yours. I don't know. How the relationship changes, I don't know. But now there are definitely two people here. Okay. I couldn't tell which way he was going. We want to change up the dynamic of this relationship a bit. What that looks like, I don't know. They're still telling me we're together, I believe. But also I need to be on my own more. Something about I need more independence. And I need to have a stronger sense of self within the context of us. It's coming across as a radical idea. Perhaps one of you is like, I need to spend more time on my own. I need to do more of my own thing. I need to find more of my own thing. So somebody here is kind of chafing in the commitment box, but it looks like it's a good chafing in that respect of, yeah, like I said, we should know who we are as individuals. We should know who we are as people. Otherwise, what the hell are you bringing to a commitment? If you don't know who you are as your own person who can stand on your own 2 feet, you don't really know what you're bringing to the table to somebody else. Well, that's how we take each other for granted, and that's how we use each other. That's how we lose feeling. That's how we lose conviction. We lose conviction behind our commitment when we don't know what we're bringing. You understand? So yeah, we need to know who we are as individuals. So somebody's here saying, I want to change the dynamic of the relationship a little bit. I think it's a good idea. I would like to spend more time by myself. I would like to do a little bit more of my own thing. I would like to kind of build up my own sense of self and resources and abilities and capabilities. I don't know if it's you or the person whom you are tied to, but it's kind of coming in as somebody's singular solid truth with that Ace of Swords. And it might seem radical. It might seem radical. It might surprise the other person. It might surprise you. If it's your idea, it might even surprise you. If it's their idea, it might surprise you. I don't know, but it's a suggestion for change. Whether or not you two will agree to it, I don't know, but somebody has a really strong desire in them to be like, I recognize us, I recognize this relationship, but I would like to find a little bit more of me, kind of like on my own time, on my own side of things. It's kind of coming across like that. Like I said, I could not tell if you were a committed Gemini that was proud of your sense of self, or you're like, I'm single, I'm going to stay that way, bitch. I commit to myself. I couldn't tell which way it went. So no, it's definitely relationship orientation, but somebody's kind of like, I'm still with you, you're still with me, but I would like to invest a little bit more in change. I would like, it's not, Page of Pentacles is not mind-blowing. It's just the concept that the dynamic is changing is what we find can be a little different. And it's not different as in bad. It's kind of something that somebody's been wanting to do for a long time. You know, it's been in them for a while. Maybe they thought they couldn't ask for that extra time. Maybe they didn't think they could ask for that kind of sense of, I need more time to myself. Maybe they thought they were being selfish, or they didn't know if they could ask for that. But somebody is asking, and it looks like it's something that was overdue. It looks like it's being proposed, and it might change the landscape of the relationship a little bit. But the idea is that the Tower's here, so it's important to somebody. Somebody's speaking on their own behalf about this particular truth. Okay, so it's been with them for a minute, and they're like, this is the year where I want to grow more, where I want to flourish more. I don't see an exit at all. It's more like, can we change the dynamic a little bit? Can we accommodate more for individual energy? Okay, that kind of thing. A little bit more freedom. We don't always have to be attached to the hip. We don't have to be each other's shadows. Something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Some of you will be taking separate vacations this year. It's part of the idea. That's part of the idea. It's part of the idea. Separate travel plans, possibly. Separate vacations. Well, I'm going to use, you know what? I know you want to go do that, and I kind of want to go do this. Maybe you can do your thing this year, and I'm going to do my thing this year. There's something here about more space between you two. Somebody wants to find more about them, and that's, you know, that just tells me it was overdue. It was just overdue. Sometimes we get lost in couples' relationship energy, and we just live and die for that, and we forget about ourselves. We as individuals, like I said, still need to flourish if we want our relationships to flourish, yeah? And that's all I think is going on here. Yeah, it was a growing sense with somebody for some time. Is there anything else in here, please? Is there anything else in here, please, for the Ace of Swords in the general sense? Anything else here, please? Ten of Wands, it's a burden, it's a strain. Page of Cups, okay, so this is where it's coming from. There has been this sense of strain or burden, and it's been hard for us to feel. Somebody here, I don't know if it's you or your person, it could be a little bit of the both of you. Like I said, it seems to be an exchange of ideas where you could both benefit if you both decided to tweak it a little bit. So the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups. Yeah, we've been disappointed by not feeling too much. Yeah. Like I said, that Chariot, somebody wants to pull their emotions forward, and the idea is that in order for me to do that, I need to move forward. I need to kind of do my own thing, and I need some room for it. I think the only thing this person here is asking for is a little bit more room to do things on their own time and in their own way. That way they can kind of get out of that rut, because it feels like the emotional energy here in this situation doesn't change too much. There's always something going on. There's always a strain. There's always a burden. There's always one activity after another. My time is always counted for. That means your time is always counted for. Do we really have to be attached to the hip all the time? Something like that. And it's not meant to be rude or disrespectful. It's just somebody is acutely aware that they have been kind of emotionally lethargic, withdrawn, disappointed, a little down, and it's always about work, 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 and it's always about activity, 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 and it's always about responsibility, boring. And that's enough to wear down anybody's heart. That's enough to wear down anybody's fuel. It's enough to wear down anybody's energy and or motivation. Okay? Somebody's looking for a burst of emotional experience that has nothing to do with the day-to-day that we've been experiencing. Now, I'm not saying the other person's a bummer. I'm not saying you're a bummer. What I'm saying is that there is a stronger sense of, I think I could feel more if I had a stronger sense of independence and I can go do my own thing on occasion. That way I would have something new to talk about with you, and you would have something new to talk about with me. Everybody wins. You see? It's kind of like that. So we're looking at some sort of sense of emotional effusion, new within the self, and then between two people. It's like, if I did my own thing, I'd have more to come home and talk to you about. You know, it's something like that. I don't think it's by huge degrees, but there is this sense that somebody's been kind of, emotionally bored and stunted. Someone feels like their emotional growth is constantly stunted, like they're not feeling anything new other than expectations, burdens, and laborious activity. Okay, and then also someone's been a little down. Someone's been a little down specifically these past couple of months. The heart's not in it, or they're kind of absent. And it doesn't help that they have a constant 10 of Wands on their back. They're choosing to carry that burden. I know that. This person is choosing to carry that burden. And it's not just love and relationship issues, it's life in the general sense. They have many responsibilities attached or assigned to them. And because of that, it's like they're kind of emotionally checked out too. So it could be that it's your person who's asking for this, or it's you, or it's a little bit of the both of you. There is that sense that it could benefit us both. Okay? And that's it. Somebody's been down for the past couple of months. We want to change that. Fresh energy, fresh goals, fresh declarations. Okay? Intuitively, we feel this is correct. Like I said, we want to find new emotional uplifts. Oh, excuse me. Somebody wants to go back to school, possibly take up new classes, learn new things, certifications. Somebody wants to increase their garden, literally garden, want to work more outdoors. They said they would do this, or they'd be outdoors more. They want to go outdoors more. Maybe? Discs. Is that Frisbee? Disc. And this is why I'm thinking of it. In the Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards, by the way, her hand rests gently on the disc, one of the pentacles, or just disc. And that's when I saw it. It's like this. Maybe Frisbee's your jam, man. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, maybe it's hacky sack. I don't know. But the thing is, we want to be outdoors more. There's something we want to get better at. I don't quite know what it is, but it seems to be some sort of activity outdoors, possibly sports related. I don't know. We want to get better at that. We want to try new foods, maybe new wines. Oh, so country? You want to go to the country. Somebody wants to go to the country a little bit. Maybe a country drive. Country vacation. Vineyards. Possibly an overnight thing, B&B. I don't know. It's very, very specific. This person has been wanting to do a lot of little things over a long period of time. And then also increase their activity in something that they enjoy. It looked to be outdoor related. So this person's had a lot of little ideas, I believe, of how they'd like to incorporate more sense of individuality. And your person, I don't know why I don't know why it's surprising. It doesn't, it just seems like some very gentle changes and ideas. I will have to say, yeah, somebody is emotionally lethargic and a little disappointed and down, and they have a lot of labor attached to them. So I hope that they can take advantage of that kind of thing too. It looks like they could use some personal time. It looks like they could use some restoration energy too. They could invest in themselves too and find something to do outside of work and responsibilities. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Passion, ignition, intimacy, 2023. Show me. Show me this Ace of Wands, please, for Gemini, 2023. Show me. Show me. Show me. Show me the passion, please. Ignition, hope, light of path for Gemini. Show me. Show me the Ace of Wands, please. Two of Cups. The Sun. Oh. Okay. Five of Swords in reverse. Well, that's good. Oh, Death. Okay. 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 Huh. Show me that. Show me Death, please. Could be just connecting to Scorpio. In which case, that's hot as hell. I wouldn't expect anything less from us. But if you're connected to Scorpio, you already know that. What else? That's not quite right, though. What's the Death here, please? The warm to you, I'm sorry, the love to you in this is warm. This I don't dispute, I see it. The love is warm. Five of Swords is in reverse. There's no delusion about that. You know that. You know the love in this context and this relationship exists. You feel it within you. This is not a lie within you. There's no manipulation in here. You genuinely have love in this relationship. You feel the warmth of the love. Okay. But I need to see what Death is about. You don't doubt it. You're telling me you don't doubt it. Five of Swords in the reverse. I don't doubt the love between us. It makes me feel good. It does. But show me Death. What is Death here? Why is Death here, please? Why is Death here, please? King of Wands, Swords, Queen of Wands. There is an absence of passion here that breaks somebody's heart. Okay? And we're talking equal passion. Matching frequencies of passion. Okay. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Gemini, you're telling me you feel the warmth of the sun in your love union with this person, Two of Cups. You say that's not a lie. That means you've told that to this person. I genuinely love you. I genuinely feel warm with you. I genuinely feel secure with you. When we're in the sun, we feel secure, all right? Because the light is out and it's warm, okay? And it makes us feel secure and warmth, okay? You've told me Five of Swords in reverse, and I'm like, why would you need to tell me that? If you really love this person and it's warm, you don't need to tell me Five of Swords in the reverse. I believe you. So it's not me, and it's not you. It's the person whom you're connected to. You've had to tell them and reassure them, I love you. I love you. I love you. I feel good with us. I am warm with us. I am secure with us. You make me feel loved. You make me feel secure. I know this. I know. So I see you. I believe it's you. Reassure your person in this respect. And it's not a lie. It's coming from a real place within you. And then I put down Death. And that immediately caught my attention. And some of you, so take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. That's it. Real tarot is real life. If you don't resonate with this bit or this portion, I understand. No problem. and go ahead and skip past this part. For others of you, real talk. There is what looks like an almost confession, a stark confession in your energy. It pains one of you specifically, but you both feel it. So the King and Queen of Wands, they are both the ultimate representation of what is controlled, mature, loving, heat, passion. These are matching frequencies. Okay? I have as much passion for you as you do for me. It's fair, it's equal, and the two of us kick ass. This is who we are, right? My frequency matches your frequency. This is undisputed. I'm as turned on by you as you are by me. I am as sexed up by you as you are by me. That kind of thing. Okay? Three of Swords, and I believe it's attached to the King of Swords. You, them, but honestly, you're both showing me fire. In this respect, there's something here you both understand. But only one of you is showing pain, disappointment, hurt, betrayal by the fire. And that's because somebody has said, it's over. That level of intimacy isn't here, as we both recognize it. Someone accepts it, the other person is hurt by it. So I don't know if the intimacy between you two is entirely non-existent, if it has it's transformed into something else for some of you, yes. In other words, I believe you, I don't know that it's you, take it as it resonates, I believe you recognize the transformation. My passions have changed. The other person sees it too, because they're subject to death as well, but they're also hurt by it. It's a transformation that they don't like. One of you has accepted it, the other person has not. One of you is okay with it, the other person is hurt by it. There is passionate here, or at least in recognition in both of your energies. This is how it used to look between the two of you. And at some point, death stepped in between that. How the passion changed, how it transformed, I don't know. Somebody in this equation accepted it for what it is, the other person contests it. This is why I believe you have reassured this person, I love you. And that it's not a lie, it's not a manipulation, it's the truth, I love you. It's just my sex for you, my passion for you has changed, it's transformed. It's no longer how you and I used to recognize it. So you're both subject to the same power. You're both subject to death. You're both subject to transformation. But as I said, one of you has accepted it, the other person is hurt by it. Okay? I was not expecting that. But that Five of Swords in reverse gave me my first clue. Why do you have to reassure your person that you love them? And that you mean it, and that it's not a lie? Because it's not a lie. But why did you have to reassure them to begin with? Why do you have to reassure them at all? Because the sex is either over, the intimacy is over, or it's substantially different than how it used to be. That's why. Oh, honey, you know. So the fact that you've had to kind of reassure this person, I love you and I feel warm with you. I do. I can see why, because it's directly under your Ace of Wands. It comes into conflict. It comes into conflict. The love you feel, but the passion that's not there. This is why you've had to say what you've had to say. Reassure them. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm warm with you, I'm protected by you, I'm protected with you. I'm secure with you. It's not a lie. I mean it. It's just for some reason the intimacy between you has either ended altogether or it has transformed into a place that you both recognize. One accepts, the other does not. Well, they have to accept it. Actually, no, that's not true. They don't have to accept it, but their energy tells me that they have, but that doesn't mean that they're happy about it. You don't have to accept anything. You don't have to accept anything. You choose. You get to choose. This person's in pain because they're choosing something they don't agree with. I know they say that they have no control over it and that they're accepting it for what it is, but really it's they're choosing something that they don't want, because how the fire looks between you now, I don't know. Okay? I don't know. If it's dead altogether, that's one thing. That's pretty straightforward. But if it's transformed, which is what I strongly suspect, in other words, the intimacy and the sex between you isn't anywhere near at all how it used to be. It's so unrecognizable. It's the kind of transformation that's not for the best. Okay? So no, I strongly disagree that I have to accept this because you have. Somebody here has peacefully accepted this. The other person, in other words, they choose it. They choose to say it for what it is. The other person says, I choose it, but it hurts me. So that means they're making a conscious decision to choose something that hurts them. And I see why we would continue to choose this, and that's because there's still love here. There is love here. There is warmth. There is protection. You still tell me that you're happy with the love. That's literally what this is. You're telling me you're still happy with the love. And I'm sorry you are in this position where you have to reassure your person how much you love them, but I kind of see why now. I see why. It's because a part of this is over, or it's so transformed, this person needs the reassurance a lot that you still love them. I believe. And I see why this is all technically under the Ace of Wands. This was quite the twist. This was quite the twist. That Five of Swords in reverse was the clue. In other words, you still love this person in 2023. You still find solace in their energy in 2023. You still love them. You do. You still love them. You do. And you've told them that many times. And it is looking like somebody's trying to find more of their sense of self within the commitment, and that's perhaps why it's so disturbing or shocking to somebody. It looks like it's more proof of the deterioration. You see what I'm saying? Makes sense. It's like, okay, we're going to transform this a little bit. So I do believe this person, and they're the ones who are kind of unhappy and they feel labor intensive, and you suggesting a little bit of change might be upsetting to them because they're already in a position where they need reassurance that you love them. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I could not tell you why, honey. If this resonates with you at all, then you already know, you know the backstory. I'm not here to try to dig out the backstory, honey. I would be here for hours. I do know that the energy for at least one person is trying to modify and get more in touch with itself this year. That's a goal. It does come in as a very little thing, but it does upset the equation a little bit. So I hope that they're able to acclimate to it. Their energy is kind of tired and stressed out. So I hope that they find some change for themselves too. But yes, no, the love is here. The love is here. It is. The sexual energy, the intimacy energy, that's a little more difficult. Okay, that's a little more difficult. But again, I believe it's you that accepted it. And they are choosing to accept it, but at cost to them. It's not what they want. Communications, Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. We're going to talk about, we have a tendency, we have a comfort pattern with our person here in terms of how we talk to them, how we act towards them on the intimate level. That hasn't really changed, and it doesn't look like it's going to. So there was some sort of transformation here in the sexual energy. You two have talked about it on the surface. Yeah, it may not have been much, but yeah, there was communication about it, and there still will be, regarding the pattern of your two's intimate energy. How it's expressed, how often, the frequency, but it's still considered a small but ongoing investment. Like I said, the love and the warmth is still here. But no, I do not see that intimacy changing. It was already marked that way. All right. Capricorn energy does not have to be. Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Good opportunities and or investments in the new year. Show me the opportunities and or investments in the new year. Show me the opportunities and or investments in the new year. A lot of fixed sign energy in there. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. You know, fixed sign energy. It's hard to acclimate to change, but also we're very good at maintaining patterns even if we don't particularly care for it. You know, that's what that fixed energy is. It works both ways. I hope that your person finds ways to change their energy and maybe affect the relationship just as much as you are asking for yourself. I don't know that that's exactly compensation for what I'm saying, but I'm sorry to see that they are in pain. Somebody else, and it could be you. It could be you. It could be you. Reverse energies as it applies. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. I do hate it, though, when fixed signs keep agreeing to something over and over again. When they don't want to, or it hurts them. Because it causes energy like that, you know? Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. The Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, self-love, Seven of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. And what are we trying to open up towards here? Somebody's excited by something. What's going on here? What are we trying to open up towards? What are we opening up towards? What is this opportunity? It pleases somebody. What is this? There's a potentially good investment here. We're looking at it. What is this? Temperance, Four of Cups. Somebody's been holding back. I believe it's this person, Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, from true healing. Somebody here, it looks like you're asking or encouraging your person, I believe, to find something that gets them to open up in terms of that passion that they may not get to feel otherwise, and an emotional expression that they don't always get to feel. I do believe you are encouraging your person to open up to other things, things that will get them ignited, things that will get them interested. It is kind of like a trade-off thing. It's like, I'm opening up like this, and I want you to as well. Okay, so you seem to really be encouraging your person to invest in something other than laborious activities because they've been holding back from trying new things. They've been holding back from other parts of themselves. And it's kind of like, I'm trying to do what I can to find more of myself in our relationship. I still love you. I would like it if you did too. So it's looking like you are actively encouraging your person to kind of put their energy out there, see what they get back, look at different things, look at good opportunities that they might want to invest their own personal energy in. So again, it's kind of like, I'm opening up, I want you to, and I know that this area of our life isn't the easiest and it's not the best, but you can still put that energy towards other things, and I want you to pursue other things. So it's a very strong encouragement. You're asking this person to love themselves more. You're asking them to find new avenues of interest, of I don't know, hobbies, anything that might generate some of that activity that suggests that they're happy to do their own thing, that they can put some of their time, energy, and effort. I don't know if that's necessarily what this person's looking for, if I'm being honest with you, but you seem to think it would help. So real talk, this is what I'm saying. It's a relationship between two people. It's a relationship between two people, real talk. I see where their pain is actually coming from, and I don't know if what you're suggesting is going to help, but you seem to think that it will, because it's working for you. So the idea is like, I'm opening myself up to new things, and I'm doing a better job of taking care of myself. I want you to too. I want you to go out there and discover something new. So I see you being very encouraging. It's a form of love. You're doing it for you, so you see the results, how it pleases you, so you want them to do the same. And you're saying it's going to help you feel better. It's like, stop holding back. Stop holding yourself back. Stop holding on to stuff. You know, I know that you've been down. I know that you've been disappointed. And I want you to heal that shit with temperance, you know? You hold back too much. You hold on too much. Just let it go. Open yourself up more. Open yourself up to new places, people, things, experiences. Get some other hobbies. I don't know. But find a way to offshore some of that feeling, you know? And you're being very supportive of it. I really do feel like that's you telling your person, get out. Go do other things. Find new investments. You need it. It'll do good for you because you see how it's worked for you. So I don't know. And you're really being enthusiastic about it. I can't stress that enough. You are being enthusiastic. So that Queen of Wands energy here, that's more on the intimate, passionate side. Okay. The one that you say, it kind of is what it is and I've accepted it, is now over here saying, okay, maybe not this, but maybe this. Right? Go out and find other things. So again, I don't, this is so very unique and terribly specific. So I don't quite know who I'm tapping into. But you resonate. If you resonate, do let me know as you see fit. This is terribly specific. It's very relationship oriented, and I just see two people. One, and I believe it's you, is really trying to open up towards different avenues of life and kind of find yourself and a stronger sense of self within your commitment. But it's like it's still your commitment. You keep telling me it's my commitment. It is my commitment. I am committed to it. I am in there. I am being a support person to my person. It may not be entirely in the way that they want, but this is us. This is who we are. And you're kind of asking your person to kind of pick up their energy, find something, do something. You know, not all of life is over. It's not, and you're also telling your person relationships aren't just all about this, right? It is kind of like you're saying, I have love for you. It's real. It's genuine. I'm not faking that. And I do believe you. But you're also kind of telling them it's not just about this. And you're right. Relationships just aren't all about the intimacy, but it is important to them. It is. It is important to them. And I see how it's affecting them. So we do need to take into account this person's needs. Okay? On the emotional level, they are affected in this way. Okay? So I know you want them to get out there and try new things and find different ways to express themselves and to enjoy themselves. And I know it worked for you. I don't know it'll necessarily work for this person, but you're encouraging it. You're encouraging it. You are. I think you still want this relationship, Gemini. I do. I see you have a lot of love in it, just not your more intimate self, isn't it? And it seems like what they want the most is what you're showing the least of. And your reasons are your reasons, and the dynamic is the way it is. I know you want to literally work with what you have, and you want to do a big improvement project on you in small, miserable ways that you can incorporate into your stronger sense of self. You want the same for your person. But I see them holding back. I really do see them holding back. It's a different kind of energy from yours, in that their emotional supply isn't really just coming in from they have a different source, I believe, for their emotional supply. And I can see, bless you, honey, you reassure them. You talk about the change and how we're both used to it. I do believe that the intimacy here is affecting someone's emotions, and I know you kind of want them to do other things, and maybe that will work. I don't know. I hope that they do. I still see someone holding back and not trying new things. It's like, I need more time, I need more patience, I need more time, I need more patience. I don't know. It's still kind of holding back and holding on, and it's a strong pattern in this person. They're kind of like, I can assume a lot of labor, I can assume a lot of activities, I can assume a lot of responsibilities, but I there's a part of them that deeply needs the intimacy. That very much, and it's like activities and hobbies and doing this, that, and the other isn't really generating the energy I feel I need, because this person is distinctly in pain over that particular loss or transformation. I don't know. I am sorry. And I just see this continuing to play out throughout the year. If it helps you, though, I do see you trying to incorporate more sense of self, a stronger sense of feeling, and not just for you now, I also believe them too. Okay, I was hoping to see something else. They might have some Sag in their chart. I do see a lot of patience with this person, but it's more like patience because it's kind of like they're showing me a lot of patience because they still hold on to other things. And one of those is emotional disappointment. So it's not like they're doing anything new. It's just kind of like letting time pass. Okay. It's kind of like letting time pass. Time kind of passes away from this person in the absence of responsibilities and having something to do. Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, Two of Swords. It's kind of like, I don't know. Somebody strongly suspects they're not sure if they can heal about these opportunities, if they can try new things, or you don't know if they can try new things, but the offer is there, the suggestion is there. Whether or not they take it or not, that's, you know, there's you underlying. Yeah, their energy would like to come more towards you in an intimate way. Okay. All right, Ace of Cups, where are we now? Oh, goodness me. Gemini, honey, I never really get, like the regular with you. It's always outside the normative. It's always outside the box. It's always different. And I know you wouldn't have it any other way, but let me tell you, sometimes I can get the most specific readings from you. I swear to goodness, I can get the most specific readings for you sometimes. It's amazing. Ace of Cups, show me this Ace of Cups, please. A lot of this energy, I'm sure, can be reversed completely, and by all means do that. And that's because you two have been intertwined for such a long time now. I see the holding out energy. I see the holding on pattern. These are small little changes that you've wanted to make over a long period of time. And it does seem to provoke a small fear response from your person. It's like this is one more evidence or proof that we're changing or separating or getting further apart. That makes sense now. It really does make sense now. I get it. I think I get it. I think I get it. I don't know. I'm not picking on you. I'm not picking on them. I'm just seeing both sides of the same story. Okay. Show me this Ace of Cups, please. Show me this Ace of Cups. Show me that heart space, please, for Gemini. Show me that heart space for Gemini, please, in 2023. Ace of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Swords. This is something that troubles your heart. I don't think you've expressed this too much. It goes back to the Ace of Wands thing. Okay. It goes back to the Ace of Wands issue over here and the passion and the intimacy that this, I believe you told me, or your person has told me, somebody has told me they accepted it. The other person says it hurts them, even though they agreed to it. It's in your heart space. It crosses you more than I think you want to look at. Okay. Ace of Wands, there it is again. Five of Wands, negative passion, argument, fire, tension, frustration. Okay. Eight of Swords, I can't see, and I don't think I want to see. There is something here in the heart space for somebody that suggests, I know that this is a bigger issue, but I don't really want to look at it. I don't know who it is. There is an agreement here between the two of you that this is how it is. One accepts it, the other person doesn't, but still chooses it. As I said, you don't have to choose anything that you don't want to. A lot of people just keep accepting things over and over again out of habit and pattern, habit and pattern, habit and pattern. But it's still a choice. To not choose is still a choice. Saying you accept something even though it runs contrary to what you believe and what you feel is a choice. So there's a contradiction here crossing the heart space. That is a contradiction. I have the passion here. It's important, but it's not important. There's natural resistance here about that. 5 of Wands, it's not a big deal. Actually, it kind of is. For somebody, this crosses their heart space and it's a continual point of soreness. It causes conflict about the wand energy, the fire. We put on the upfront that we're burning brightly, but it actually runs negative, but then we act like we can't see it. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. Then why is it causing so much conflict? And it's going to continue to do so long as it is really well and truly remains unaddressed in the new year. This is going to still be a sore spot for somebody. I don't know if it's you acting like you can't see that this is the issue with this person, and why you're kind of gentle nudging is like, hey, get out the door, go do something, go do this, go do that, you're going to love this, you're going to love that, invest in yourself. And you're seeing that that's not working with this person. I think because we know what the real issue is underlying that. This person's motivation for doing things and the strength and virility of their feeling comes from passion that looks like it's been shut down. And it's like 8 of Swords though, but I can't see it. I can't see it and I don't want to acknowledge it. There's a reason why the gentle nudging with this person isn't working. This has worked wonders for me. It will for you too. We can't forcibly translate other people's experiences. We just can't. That's why you ever watch those commercials and they're cheesy as shit. If I can do it, you can do it too. That is the literal assumption that you can transfer experiences patent down to the letter the same as everyone else. No. Just because you can do it doesn't mean the other person can, and vice versa. That is the worst bullshit I've ever heard in the history of human communication. Some of the worst things. Obviously, we've heard a lot worse, right? But it's like, because I can do it, you can do it too. Who the hell are you? In fact, I probably could have done it 10 times better than you. Or 10 times worse. No, experiences don't translate that like that. They just don't. What works for you is not working for this person. So while I know somebody willfully has given up a big chunk of emotional, intimate energy, okay, still reassuring the other person that I love them, I love you, I love you. The other person's having a hard time incorporating that because there's no proof. And now we have additional communication that says, I want to change things up and become a little bit more of my own person. I'm still committed. I still love you, but I want to change things up. I want to get more in touch with me. I agree with that. But for this person, they're ingesting it as it's one more proof or evidence that we're growing further apart. You understand? So you're like, okay, I get it. I get it. I see why you're down. I see why you're down, bruh. I see why you're down, sis. I got you. I want you to do what I'm doing. I'm taking up new things. I'm doing new hobbies. I'm doing this. I'm increasing that. And I'm loving it. Yeah, you are. Your energy's thriving. Your energy is thriving as an individual. Yes. You have gotten more in touch with yourself. You are exercising self-love. You have become more into whatever it is that you were already doing. You're exploring different things and you want to apply it to that person too. And part of you is right. They should try new things, especially if they're a fixed sign. You know, they should try new things, but that's not going to really completely supplant the experience. There is an absence here of I'm emotionally detached and I'm physically detached, or this intimacy between us isn't how I recognize it. I don't know if it's completely over, it's transformed. You share as you see fit always. But we have talked about it. We've talked about it. We've talked about it. We've talked about it. We've talked about the intimacy. We've talked about the 7 of Pentacles within it, and we've talked about it, you're saying. We've talked about it. We're on the same page. We're cool. Then how come that person's still in pain? Because somebody here knows that it is a bigger issue than what we're allowing ourselves to see. That's why. This was hardcore today, man. This was hardcore today. Now, so for all those cross-watchers who are totally disappointed about that sexy, cool-ass Gemini they met at the bar last week, this is not you. This is not you. Go watch some of the other shit on YouTube. Don't worry about it. This is not that. This is real relationship energy. This is real everyday shit, man. This is the real stuff. This is what I do. This is what I advocate. This is what I talk about. So if this is way too sensitive a subject for some of you, or we find it offensive, I mean, I probably should have said this 20, 30 minutes ago. I need you to not watch this. Okay? Because sometimes, for everybody, honey, I've been seeing connectivity and reconnectivity through the fucking roof for all the collectives. So I'm not saying yours is outside of the box. What I'm saying is that yours is already pre-existing, heavily grounded in reality in a relationship with somebody. And it's playing out in a certain way every day. And in 2023, I see you improving. I believe it's you, your individual sense of self, and you're growing and you're thriving. And this person, it troubles them. It's more proof that you two have grown apart. It's really hard, I believe, for this person to believe that the intimacy between us can be so changed, so different, or dead. And that you're telling me you're improving yourself. Isn't that just further proof that we're going apart? You don't seem to see it that way. And you don't want them to see it that way. But there's also this kind of thing about, it's not about that. Yes, it is. We just don't want to see it. There is frustration around that wand energy. Okay? And it's in the heart too. I know it's affecting somebody's heart. I believe it's yours. I don't know. I really can't tell, honey, because you two have been together for so long and your dynamic is so established, and that's one of the things you want to see, is that you want to see new dynamics for yourself. You want more movement. You want more emotional movement. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm seeing two different hearts over here. The one that wants to move forward and the one that stays back there wondering where you're trying to go. That could be it too. There's a reason you pulled the twofer. That might be somebody's heart, the one that's under the moon and sad and disappointed, and the other person who wants to move forward and have new experiences. Oh, Ace of Cups, I have no idea when that even popped out. I have no freaking clue. Oh, I don't even know. You're going to have to rewind that shit, honey. I have no idea. All right. But the Ace of Cups, somewhere in there, fell out. There is that sense I still have heart for you. I'm still investing in my heart, and I'm still investing in your heart. Anything else, please, about this Ace of Cups? Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the World. Yep. Okay, look, real deal. I don't know who, and I don't know when. The idea of love in this foundation is changing the world on the more official 3D level. Okay? Somebody's sense of heart space towards this foundation, this dynamic, this relationship, this concept is changing with the world. Okay? I kind of have to agree the two energies are not dancing well together, and they haven't for a long time. The movements are off. You're showing me increasing amounts of independence, but that you still love this person. You still want to be committed to them. They're showing me disappointment, and I kind of want what I can't have, and it can't really be replaced by activities or hobbies. So perhaps those are two hearts I'm seeing. The Moon and the Chariot. There's one that's behind you, where there's the truth of what they're actually experiencing, and then there's you trying to pull forward. It does look like oil and water. You two, I believe, are going different ways. It's just neither one of you is catching up to the realistic fact of it. I have no doubt that you still love this person. You've told me that. You've told them that multiple times. But there is a part of this dynamic that's over or so transformed, the other person hates it and the other person accepts it. One remains perpetually sad and disappointed, feeling like you're leaving them further and further behind, and it's kind of proof of their fears. For you, you're like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So what started out as very small concepts for you in terms of change is leading up to something much bigger, I believe. And it's, yeah. There is that sense of the pleasure's not here anymore. There, in the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles is the World. It's looking like we're slowly but surely leading up to a cycle, okay, in regards to this particular foundation. And the heart space too. Someone's concept of that foundation is changing, but I don't think either one of you realizes it, okay? Because you're feeling what you're feeling and doing, and so are they. And it is a case of you two are looking like you're growing further and further apart. I can actually see it from their point of view. I just don't know that you can see it from your point of view. How come you're craving so much? And like I said, we should all strive to be some level of individuals within our relationship. Otherwise, what the hell do we know we're bringing to it? But I don't know if in your search or quest to becoming more individualized drives the wedge further and further between you, or because the more you get to know yourself better that you actually crave independence. After all, I don't know. I don't think that 3D is grossly behind. Your energies, they're separating. It's like oil and water. You've tried to keep them mixed, but they keep separating. And there's fine when you go off and do your thing, and it's fine when they go back and do their thing, but we're supposed to share and be happy about that. And that's not happening. That share of, oh, I'm glad you got to experience that. Let me tell you about what I did. And then you're too, no way, what? Okay, great day, love you too. Okay, that's not happening. It's not. It is a case of looking more and more like oil and water towards the end of the year. Show me the Lovers, please. You. I do believe you, and I would always advocate that, honey. It's just, I think you're leading up to something that you weren't planning on. It started out with very small concepts about what it is that you would like to take on for yourself, and you would like to experience just a little bit. I just want to open up some doors just a little bit, a couple cracks, see where they go, right? And they showed me leeriness, but okay. But they're still kind of down themselves, and I can kind of see the progression of this, and it's like, I know it's not working for them because that plan isn't for them. What's working for you is not working for them. Okay, show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. It's not known in your heart yet. It's not known in your heart yet. Okay. Or their heart. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. You. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. King of Cups, Four of Wands, relationship, Three of Wands, looking outwards. The expectation that all is love and well within the relationship, okay? You are now, in present day, looking out upon your relationship, and you expect or believe that all is well. That we have full love here, we have a full relationship, we have a full commitment. Like I said, back here, you really believe that. You really think it's about you just kind of improving you. Okay, and that's how it starts. And again, that's a healthy thing. I completely advocate that. I really do. If there's something you always meant to get back to, I want you to do it. If you always meant to go back to school, if you always meant to get that part-time job, if you always meant to open that whatever, if you always meant to do that hobby or take up that, yes, yes, yes. It's just in this dynamic, it looks like it's further proof of you wanting to go further out than perhaps you initially understood. Okay, because this person's still showing me that they're dissatisfied. They're not willing to change things, not for themselves, but they're also afraid to let this relationship go. They don't want to, but they're still unhappy with it. And you're kind of like, just do what I'm doing, and it's not working for them. It's not. It's not working for them. But from this point of view, Gemini, you look out upon your relationship, your commitment, and you really believe, okay, that you have a full heart. And I believe you do have a full heart for this person, but it's not on that side, not anymore. I don't think so. The Hierophant is here again with the Five of Swords. There is a belief here, again, Taurian energy does not have to be. There's a belief in at least one of you that the love is inauthentic. Okay, so again, I saw that Five of Swords in reverse. I saw that Five of Swords. I'll tell you what, I'm not terribly popular in the tarot with my subscribers sometimes. So I saw that Five of Swords in reverse. You kept telling me that you have to tell them, I'm not lying. I love you. I love you. I feel warm with you. I feel protected by you. Your energy protects me. The love is protected between us. The love is sacred between us. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. They are. There's not enough reassurances in the world for somebody who looks like, in their eyes, through their eyes, they have increasing evidence that you two are separating and becoming different people. Because in a way, they're actually not wrong. It's true. I'm not calling anyone a bad guy. I'm saying I see your side and I see their side too. I see both of your sides. And the thing is, honey, your coin's not matching. The thing about both sides on that coin is that they should still be on the same damn coin. It's looking like you're trying to operate under another coin, and they are too. Or at least they don't want to, but they're kind of seeing you operate from a different coin, if you will. It's like that. You two are like this. Here's you. Little by little. And it's so very, very slow. It's very, very slow. And I know you just wanted to buff up your side of the coin. You wanted to look shiny again. You wanted to look good again. You wanted to take care of yourself again. You wanted to increase your value on your side of the coin. And to this person, it's just one more evidence. Okay? But yeah, no, they're having a hard time believing that that love is legit. You are, they are, or that they're being lied to. Okay? There's still that belief. That's why you had to reassure them so much. I'm not lying. I believe you. When you tell me you love this person, I believe you. I think how you experience the love for this connection has changed, and you're trying to find more of yourself within it and then also outside of it. This person wants more of what used to be, and they're unhappy because they don't have it. And that's a realistic perspective too. So yeah, there's that same sense. You're telling me all is well with the relationship. I look at it every day. There's a conflict that crosses your heart that says somebody here knows better but doesn't want to acknowledge it. And there's more of that distrust. From your person, from you. Are my emotions being manipulated? Okay. Am I being treated as somebody's comfort zone? You know, is someone lying to me about the love? Am I lying to myself about the love? Who is who, I do not know. But I do believe that's them. They've shown me a fair amount of consistent energy, and so have you, even though you've increased it in a different direction. Okay? I just don't think you knew what it was leading up to ultimately. No. Okay. So yes, that would explain it then. Two hearts. One is kind of tucked away, and we can't really see it. And I believe yours is trying to move in a different direction. But time will tell. I'm still not seeing anything totally conclusive, but I have an idea in time. Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. And in this respect, it absolutely takes two people. And I would like you both to ask yourselves, do you love this person? Yes. At the marital commitment level, that's another question. You might love them more as a friend or someone you've known a long time. And for your person, I would ask them, if you are this unhappy, what do you need to do to express that? Do you really need to accept this the way that it is? Because it seems to me you don't want to. You are not just subject to someone else's sense of idea of life, pleasures, or wishes. You have a voice too. And if your two voices cannot meet, Okay, there's gonna come a point, honey, where you're gonna stop believing I love you from your person. Because when you look around, you have evidence, that says otherwise. That's why you're not trusting it. So I want you to talk about it. And if you love me, how is that love? Do you love me more as a friend? Do you love me more as a family member? Because that's not quite the kind of love and commitment I had wanted, or that you and I started with. I see you're longing for the love of what was, and you've stayed there. Okay? I'm seeing someone else who has a love of the self that's trying to expand and grow outward. I think you two are trying to arrive at a conclusion, but it's coming in at a very, 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 very slow pace. Very slow pace. Okay? And if you can't trust the love, if you are that person that needs constant reassurance that your person loves you because you see them pulling away, why do you need that reassurance? Because you're wrong? Or because you're right? And when I see a Gemini who says, I love you, and they mean it, that is true. That is true. But I don't think it's the love the other person wants. Not the kind, not that they signed up for. Holy shit. No, I see nothing. All I see is really adjustments are required. Yes, for the person I'm looking at, as well as the person who's involved. Adjustments are required on both parts. I'm not telling the other person to love what the other person's doing. The point is to figure out for the both of you if this is what either of you wants. Gemini, do you always want to be in a position where you're constantly reassuring your person you love them, but not like that? Because that's what it really comes down to. And to the other person, do you want to constantly be in a position where you're hearing I love you from your person, but there's not enough intimate energy to back it up for you to believe it? That you can't trust that person's words anymore. Between the two of these concepts, I need you guys to come together and have a real talk, but you guys aren't there yet. You're nowhere near it. I hope one day you both will be. Because yes, adjustments are required. Neither one of you has to accept this. Neither one of you has to accept this, but you both are like this right now. You're not in a position at all to discuss it, not yet. I don't want any more people to be in any more pain before they have that discussion, and somebody doesn't really want to look at the real issue. Okay? But yeah, that fucking case in point, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So that's you. And in your season too, so new moon happens within the same season. So Gemini, honey, around your new moon, there might be some adjustments here that are necessary for you, for them, or the both of you. And we're talking communication, real communication, not the, well, this is kind of how it is, and I have a careful way of talking to you, and you have a careful way of talking to me, and we kind of understand each other without actually getting specific, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm saying. That non-specific communication that I'm just assuming you understand me, and I'm just assuming I understand you. Love you, and we mean it. I know you love this person. They love you too. But I don't think it's the commitment either one of you wants. Someone stays out of safety and protection. The other person's because they're attached to what used to be. I don't know. But anyway, there might be some critical energy here around your season. So that's late May to late June, all right? You're very close to achieving your goal. I see that. Have faith in your dreams. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yes, I agree. There are a multitude of things that the Gemini I'm looking at, you're taking on and adapting, and it's fitting you. It fits you. It fits your life. It fits your lifestyle. There is some reason that I'm looking at a Gemini somewhere and your energy says, I have a dedication to change. I need to explore myself more. Yes, all those things, yes, but does that include this person too? Other than, I love you. Sometimes love isn't enough. Or it's not the right kind of love. It's love, but that doesn't mean it's the right kind of love where they know it's the right kind and you do too. It's kind of like I love you and I love you, but that doesn't mean they're intersecting. Okay? You can have this kind of love with a friend. I love you, but not like that. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sag. Some of you connecting to Sag, you might have some Sag in your chart. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Some of you are just going to have that kind of fluidity of movement in terms of adapting to your goals, and that they will be successful in that respect. Yes. Okay. Ask your angels guidance. No need to worry at this time. Reconsider. Okay. Okay. This was speaking back to someone kind of like, that is a big problem, but I don't want to look at it. I don't want to admit it. This is what that's talking to. Ask your angels. Somebody's saying there's no need to worry, and you are being asked to reconsider. Somebody's being asked to reconsider about what it is they're not worried about. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like that between us. There's no issue. We've talked about it. We understand each other. Then how come the other person's so unhappy? Okay. So we need to reconsider that there's no issue here. There is indeed a need to worry. I just don't think either one of you are in a position to see it yet. And you may not even be in 2023. That's how far out this is extending. This kind of slow separation process. Okay, sorry, wait, take action. These are contradictions. Somebody wants to take action, the other person wants to wait and hold out. Take action versus wait and hold out. Take action versus wait and hold out. Yeah, there are definitely two sides to this coin. Look for a sign and recovery. Okay, some of you are focusing on recovery. For some of you, it was a health thing. I don't know why that's coming across, but it is. You are well past that particular point of crisis, and I see you in recovery mode, and that was the whole point. And in terms of recovery, you went through some very strong self-realizations about what it is you would like to do, and it's kind of like you're outgrowing this, but you don't know that you're outgrowing it. It's not that it's wrong for you, it's just it may not be where you are anymore. That's enough. But anyway, look for a sign. You are in a space of recovery. You are in a space of recovery. For those of you who did have health issues, you are in a space of recovery. The signs are apparent because you're opening up. You're safe. It's up to you. It is up to you. Okay. Any critical time frames other than what I saw for you was a new moon. And Gemini communication are key. A lot of adjustments around that time. Critical time frames for Gemini, please. Critical time frames. It's kind of like the thing we fear the most is what we're headed towards. Okay? The thing we fear the most, the thing we're resisting the most, the thing we're pushing off the most, the thing we're trying to ignore the most and act like it doesn't matter is exactly what we're doing. So we're often met with the very fate we're trying to avoid because we fear it so much we end up running right into it. That's not an issue, that's not a struggle, that's not a strain, that's not a fight. It's a non-issue. And in fact, it creates the chasm more and more, is that kind of thinking. The rejection of the frustration, the issues, and the arguments can often put us on that very path to the thing we're fearing the most and trying to avoid the most. In the general sense, the 9th might be important 6 weeks from now, 10 weeks from now. The 16th might be important, the 6th and the 10th for that matter, but I'm saying this in terms of weeks. Yes. As in specifically Piscean season, there might be some critical energy here where we're just trying to get more out of that feeling of discomfort. I believe the person who is most associated with that moon energy where their stuff is, they're trying to keep it down. Their fears, their stress, their anxieties down. And it's causing some of the misery, yes. I do believe this person, the more they try to avoid the argument or the real issue, the fact they're driving further into it. So with that moon energy here, I'm not really revealing my true thoughts or my fears or my feelings. I see the growing distance between us, but I kind of feel like I'm subject to it or I can't do anything about it. That person, I would again encourage them to stop trying to suppress what's going on, and the fears that you are feeling are valid and real. Okay? It's because they're true, not because they're not true. If you get to that point where you have to wonder incessantly if your person still loves you, or am I being manipulated or controlled into staying for somebody else's comfort and sense of security, that's serious shit. You should never ever have to wonder that about your person. Anybody. You or them. If it gets to that point where literally in the commitment you can't help but wonder if you're being manipulated through feelings to secure somebody else's happiness or sense of... That's not good. So it doesn't matter how many times somebody says, I love you to the face. They are probably right. But that doesn't mean you're believing it. Why? Because you're receiving contradictory evidence in the real world. That's why. That's it. So I need you two to talk about the real issues, man. About the world. The potential of it. Okay. Piscean season might be important. So that is... after Aquarius. Oh, yeah. So that's late February to late March. Yeah, about the relationship. Where's it going? Is it ending? Are we keeping on like this? Is it going to stay like... What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So Pisces season might be important. You might have started noticing these changes, by the way, in 2021. About the relationship specifically. The 18th, the 21st. And then, of course, I saw the Gemini season as well. I know, someone works very hard towards the responsibility. And the other person feels like they're a support system. Okay? Someone works very hard through the responsibilities that are more practical in nature in the relationship, and the other person acts as a support system. It's not full-time, but they do help support the other person, at least in the 3D. Okay, and that's how you two have kind of, somebody has the main bulk of the responsibility, the other person acts like a participant / support system, but it does come across more as companionability / friendship. Okay. The 3rd, the 10th, the 13th of what month I could not say, but there is some heavy Piscean energy here, and then also, of course, all the fixed signs. So there might be some critical energy surrounding Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio seasons, respectively. Okay. Okay, well, that one was different, Gemini. That one was definitely different. Like I said, I tend to get the most specific, nitty-gritty stuff off your readings compared to other collectives. I have to say. I definitely saw a division of two people. Two completely distinct different energies. You were both consistent in your own ways. I don't think you two realize that you are oil and water, because once upon a time you both were water, water, or oil, oil. And now it's water, oil. Okay. Somebody occasionally tries to stir the pot, make it mix again, and then you two end up separating. Further. It looks like it's headed in a particular direction that neither one of you is willing to recognize at this time. It may not even be in 2023. I see critical energy surrounding the fixed sign seasons. In other words, this is a consistent pattern throughout the year. There might be some very critical information exchange between you and your person, trying to figure things out, specifically with adjustments in your season. New Moon Gemini. Here we have the acknowledgement that somebody's health is in recovery mode and that they are safe. They already know this, and it's kind of like they can't wait to kick out and experience new things. They want to take action. The other person wants to kind of hold back. There is this thing that there's no need to worry. Everything is well between us. Everything, and that it's actually, no, we need to reconsider that, and I have to agree. It is not all this well. So I know you have a kind of cheerful disposition and optimism that you want to transfer onto your person, and it's not happening because they're their own person, they're their own experience too. The point is that I need you to okay? I can't make any promises, no one can. Again, I would ask the person who still loves the other, insist on it, do you still see this person as marital quality in all respects? And the other person, do you really want to continue to keep and commit to what you are presented in reality, not how it used to be? That's what I would like you two to talk about. That's enough. That's enough. All right, like I said, put in the comments as you see fit. Gemini, honey. You always take me for a ride, you know that? It's one of the weirdest, most fucked up roller coasters. It's the Gemini energy. I think I would rather take Scorpio's bad mood any day sometimes than to do... Like, what? As Scorpio sometimes, what do you want? Love, pain. Love, pain. Gemini. Here. That's you. That's Gemini. That's Gemini. Oh, honey, at least I know with Scorpio I'm going to get what? I love them and I still love them, Christina. What has changed? Nothing. All right, honey. Okay. Take care. The next round of readings should be the 3-month, and we'll take it month by month. Okay? Take care, honey. Be well.